Hey, what's up, fellas? Back again with some words of wisdom from Uncle Tom. I just want to give you a little bit of advice if you're feeling down. You ought to keep your head up and keep an eye out for the future because nobody knows for sure what lies ahead for anybody. You might go to the coffee shop and meet the love of your life. You might cross the street and find $100 bill. Anybody's luck can change at any time. But the whole point is you need to be optimistic about your situation and you need to be positive in your thinking and your mindset. If you're down in the dumps, you need to take a break, think about what's going on, regroup, get your bearings, formulate a plan, and strategize how you're going to succeed. As a man, we don't have anybody else to rely on but ourselves. And if you can't be self-sufficient and self-dependent, independent, then that makes you dependent. Whether that's for financial, social, whatever, men are meant to stand out. Men are meant to be recognized. But it starts with you recognizing yourself. Do you have confidence in yourself? Do you not have confidence in yourself? Do you do something, maybe fail at it, and then give up, shake your head, say, oh, I knew it wasn't going to work out? Or do you have courage and you come back and you try again? So what I want to talk about today is discouragement. I'm not really going to break down the dictionary definition of discouragement, but just some food for thought. The word discourage. What is discourage? Courage in the face of adversity is having confidence in your victory. Let me adjust this up a little bit because I'm kind of reading off my little script that I made here. But you face fear with strength and honor and with your head held high. And when you have courage, people can see it. Like the cowardly lion in The Wizard of Oz, if you're holding your tail like a baby, you can't grab the bull by the horns. So grab the bull and ride it. You're in the seat. You're in control. You know that if you fall off a bull, you can get back up again and try again. You might get hurt. It might kill you. But that's the nature of bull riding. It's dangerous. So's life. Anything worth doing isn't going to be easy. You fall off the bull, you can dust yourself off and get right back up again. That's courage. Getting back up is courage. Staying down is discourage. Think about that. When something happens, do you get back up? Do you dust off your pants, take a look around, see what just happened, and then go back to it? Or do you lay down, throw your hands over your head, and pretend like nobody can see you? Or scurry away like a roach? You got to man up. You got to face the challenges that lay in front of you. If you're thinking about changing your life, stopping drinking, stopping smoking, exercising, eating healthy, trying to be there for your family in 10 years, in 20 years, in 30 years, in 40 years, in 50 years or more. Think about what you're doing now and what you're doing to your body. Because sure, you can go buy you a car and you can run it until it blows up. You could do that to anything. But maintenance is very important for long-term wellness. If you want to have the same car for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, you got to change the oil. You got to change the battery. You got to change the tires. You got to get the alignment. You got to get new rims. You got to get the brakes done. The whole list has to keep getting changed out. Whenever the parts go bad, whenever you hear a squeak, you got to get it looked at. We are the same. We have an issue, we go to the doctor, we feel weak, we exercise, we train, we get strong. If you look in the mirror and you're getting discouraged by what you see, fret not. You can change. If what you see is discouraging you, use that as motivation to change. Use that and burn that into your brain and say, this is why I have to do what I got to do. This is why I have no more excuses to get the job done. I ran out of excuses. I couldn't see myself 10 years from now being with my older son and being with my daughter as she's going to prom and trying to, date and maybe, go to college and stuff. If I'm a fat slug, there's no way I'm going to be able to get any of them guys in line and make sure that she's safe and that they know that she ain't nothing to mess around with. The same thing with my boy. Who's going to show him how to be a man? Somebody else? Yeah, right. That's my job. Just like your kids are your job. If you ain't got no kids, maybe you can pretend, but having children will change your life, man, for sure. It will change your life for good and for bad, but that's how it is. Just like having a dog, just like having a cat. Everybody has accidents, everybody makes mistakes, but the whole point of being a parent is to show the kids how to do well, to try to lift them up to the next level so that they can have a better experience in life than maybe we had. So have courage, man. Have faith in the process. Have the courage to eat something different at the lunchroom. Have the courage to drive by the McDonald's. Have courage to get a black coffee instead of a Frappuccino latte with mocha whip cream on top with the extra caramel, sauce, chocolate drizzle. Don't go get crumble cookies. Don't go get a bunch of donuts. Until you can get a hold of what's out of control and bring it back and center it, you don't need to have a whole lot of distractions. And if what is getting you discouraged is something as simple as not picking up a bottle, not lighting up a cigarette, not taking a trip to McDonald's, you're an adult. Take matters into your own hands and stop doing that shit. Have courage. You're a man. Act like it. If you're going to be an embarrassment to your family and you're embarrassing yourself, what kind of man are you? You need to be proud of yourself, have dignity, have some self-confidence, and have some goddamn self-respect. Get in shape, do what you got to do, and have courage. Because discouragement isn't fun. It's not fun to feel like shit, like you're worthless, like you've got no merit. It's no good to feel like a chump. But if you feel that way, remember how it feels, because that doesn't last forever. You can make a difference, and you can change your life. If you're dumb, you can read books. You can learn how to read and read books. If you can't speak well, you can practice speaking well to people. You can practice speaking to yourself. There's lots of other things that people can practice and do to get better and practice skills. If you're lazy and you know you're lazy and you recognize that you're lazy, try to set reminders. Use Post-it notes. Use your phone. Have daily reminders. Have hourly reminders. There's lots of ways to motivate a lazy person independently, but it takes the desire and the wherewithal to have the consistency to keep doing the little steps until you can accumulate the skills to go to the bigger steps. You don't just go from 215 pounds to 130 pounds in a couple months. I've been slowly training my body and dieting and testing different things for myself over the past 2.5 years. And I think I'm getting close to figuring out what works for me. I'm sharing that information with my family to try to get them a little bit healthier because they were eating unhealthily because I was partly in consideration of the foods that were being bought. I was buying foods that were unhealthy for my family, frozen foods, fast foods, microwave dinners, plastic tray, baked stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Now I cook them whole foods. I get it as fresh as I can from the store. I try to get 2 or 3 days worth of food refrigerated, prep one meal for a week, marinate one for another week, and then maybe freeze the third item. And then we'll try to do 2 or 3 day blocks of one kind of food with leftovers, another kind of food with leftovers, and another kind of food with leftovers. And we, as adults, as parents, are leading by example for having smaller portions, for not letting the children tell us that they need to have an adult-sized plate of food when their stomach is literally half the size of ours. When you take control of yourself, your family notices. You become more direct, more confident, more assertive. Have faith, fellas. Don't get discouraged. You can do it. Check out my other videos for tips, training, progress, diet, all that stuff. I got videos coming out all the time, fellas. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. I'm Tom Smoke, and we're getting ripped here. See you next time, boys.